This is Cheyenne Valentine, back to back again with a new episode. Today's episode, we're going to continue with our Bitter Bernard series. We're on part 8, I think. And this is the end of the series. It has been fun. And I enjoyed it. I laughed. I cried. I fainted. I almost threw up a couple times because some of these Bitter Bernards are just, they're just disgusting. But I truly enjoyed myself, and I hope you all enjoyed the series. Now, once again, what is a bitter Bernard? A bitter Bernard is a bitter black man. Not all black men are bitter, but the ones that are bitter, they are bitter Bernards. You will find a bitter Bernard, like I say, he could be your neighbor, he could be your coworker. You will find a bitter Bernard picking up trash on the side of the road. You will find a bitter Bernard, harassing people in their cars at the red light, asking for change. You know how they do. You know how they do. You know how they get down. All right, that's a bitter Bernard. All right, so as we always do, we like to get into some names because these bitter Bernards, they fit into so many categories. You got Playboy bitter Bernard, you got dirty bitter Bernard. It's just so many. You got colorless bitter Bernards. Okay, so let's get into the names. Okay, are you all ready? Are you all ready to get into these names? Because I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm very excited because I've been waiting to get into these names. Like, these names are so funny. Like, oh my God. Like, oh my freaking God. I mean, these bitter Bernards are just like, oh my God. So I can't wait. I've been waiting. I think I waited a whole week to get into these names. Right? Let's get into these bitter Bernards, okay? Woo. First, and take a deep breath. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Y'all, I got a problem. Okay. The first name is, we got Lustful Lenny. Yeah, we got Lustful Lenny. We got Section 8 Nate. See, we had to bring Section 8 Nate back because, he likes to live with women who are on Section 8. See, Section 8 Nate doesn't have kids of his own because, if he had kids, he needed help, he could get Section 8. But see, no, Section 8 Nate, he abandons the kids that he makes. He impregnates women and then abandons them. And then he finds a woman who has kids, who has Section 8, and he stays with her. So he hops from Section 8 to Section 8. So yeah, that's Section 8 Nate. Okay, then we have Weak-Minded Winston. We have Arrogant Abraham. We got Two-Timing Timothy. We have Baby Making Machine Marcus. Oh my God, it's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them. We got Effeminate Emmanuel. We got Juvenile Jason. We got Decrepit Dean. We got Temper Tantrum Tyrell. We have Narcissistic Nathaniel. Oh, those are some good ones. Nathaniel. Okay. Let's do it one more time. We got Lustful Lenny. We got Section 8 Nate. We got Weak-Minded Winston. We got Arrogant Abraham. We got Two-Timing Timothy. We got Baby Making Machine Marcus. God damn it. We got Effeminate Emmanuel. We have Juvenile Jason. We got Decrepit Dean. We got, oh my God. Let me calm down. We got Temper Tantrum Tyrell. We got Narcissistic Nathaniel. Y'all, let me hear you all clap. Those was good. Like I said, I cannot take credit for those. Those was from the subscribers. Thank you all. I enjoyed all the names. You all went in on them. I went in on them. I came up with the Bitter Bernard series. These bitter black men, I don't know what to say about them, y'all. But I just had to go in on them. So let's continue. Let's get into the video. Hope you all are enjoying yourself so far. Okay, so in the last Bitter Bernard series, part 7, I make myself laugh sometimes, you all. We had a Bitter Bernard. I went back and forth with this gentleman, and And so we ended with him being upset that I said that if a black woman truly wanted a white man, she would go into an environment where he's at, because she probably don't stay around a lot of them. She will make herself approachable by smiling, looking pretty, and flirting with him, and then she could get him. So he took what I said, put quotation marks around what I said, and then signed it CHEY, shy. And, to quote me. And then he said, he was upset by what I said. And then he went on to say, he got very upset. And he wanted to prove to me that white men didn't want us. So I'm going to just paraphrase what he said. He basically said that when white men become comfortable with him, that they talk trash about us, and that he had to defend us. So he was acting as if he was doing us a favor. So he basically said that. So he wanted to prove to me that most white men do not want black women. I never said most white men wanted black women, just like I never said most black women wanted white men, because most black women prefer black men, and he agreed with me on that. But I told you in the last video the reasons why he wanted to go back and forth with me about that. He wants us to secretly desire white men. So I go to that video if you haven't heard it. That was Bitter Bernard series part 7. But in the process of him trying to prove to me that white men don't want black women, like I said, black women, with the Bitter Bernard, he's hell-bent on white men not liking us, and he's hell-bent on proving that white men don't want us. And you might ask yourself, well, if Bitter Bernards really felt like they were the stuff, and if they really had they have low self-esteem, and a subscriber, she mentioned that under one of my videos about Bitter Bernards having low self-esteem, and they do. And one way you can see this in them is that they're always trying to validate themselves based upon if they can get a white woman. But it's not even about her. It's the fact that white men prefer white women because it's their race of women, and they wish they were white men. And people might think I'm making this up. They do. Okay, and I can prove it to you. Why is he so hell-bent on proving that white men don't want us? He doesn't go into details about Asian men not quote-unquote wanting us, or Hispanic men, or blue men, or purple men, or Indian men, or green men. He keeps honing in on white men. Okay, they got a thing for white men. Okay, he wants to prove, and you might say why? Because he's in competition with the black woman. It's like saying, oh, I can get a white woman, but you can get a white man. See. It's like basically two people at the bottom of the ship, and he's trying to save himself. He don't want to stay down there and go down with the ship. He wants to get off the ship and save himself. So for him to help his self-esteem in his mind, instead of him going after power and resources, and he won't do that's too hard. So for him to get him a boost in confidence, he just goes after the woman of the men who are in power. And like I said, most men want a woman that's sought after and desired by the most powerful men. That's how male nature is. Okay, black women are not sought after largely because our men are not in positions of power. If black men were to take over the planet right now, then black women would be more sought after because we will have the resources and power. We will be in control of the media. We can show beautiful black women all the time. We can show ugly white women the way they show unattractive black women. They show pretty white women. We could play the same game they playing. We could start practicing, making people feel like they're ugly if they're really light, and if they got straight shiny hair. We could do this. We could just, all you would do is just reverse it. Do what they doing, but the reverse. But see, the Bitter Bernard, he can't see that because he doesn't want to go out the power. He's content. I said consent. He's content with being a loser. That's all. Okay. So to prove to you that he wants to be the white man, you would think him saying that black men don't want black women will really, that's supposed to be the dagger. But if you notice, he keeps honing in on white men not wanting us because he thinks the white man's more valuable than him. That's why. Notice that black woman, he keeps talking about they don't want you, they don't want you, they don't want you. Who gives a damn if they don't? Who said white men were all that? You think they're all that, Bitter Bernard. See, white women validate you, so you want white men to validate us. The ultimate insult should be, Bitter Bernard, black men not wanting black women. The ultimate insult should not be white men not wanting black women. Are you that stupid? So that tells you that you even feel that the white man is better than you. You even feel that he's more valuable than you. You just proved it. So he was so hell-bent on proving to me, because I said that if a black woman wanted a white guy, she'd go get one. He was so hell-bent on proving that that's not the case. No black woman can get a white guy, that he outed himself as a traitor and a degenerate. And I have no respect for him. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so if you go back to what he's saying, he's basically saying that he was doing us a favor by defending us against a pack of racist white dudes. So a pack of racist white dudes cornered him more than one time and talk trash about black women, and he's saying it almost like, and I had to defend y'all all the time. And then he said y'all. So let me hone on the word y'all. You notice I always say some black men, but he wanted to say y'all, like throwing us in there. Okay, sir, since you want to say y'all, you want to throw me in there with every other black woman, you want to put us all in the same boat, then when they talk about how some of y'all are deadbeat dads, I'm gonna say all of y'all deadbeat dads, all of y'all are bums, thugs, cart thieves, all of y'all are baby making machines, all of y'all are broke as hell. What else? All of y'all are dirty. What else? All of y'all. So let me go over again. Because no, he said y'all. He didn't say. He said y'all. He said I defend y'all. So whatever these white racist white dudes was saying about black women, which is probably the main three things they probably honed in on. They probably talked about maybe black women wearing weave. They probably talked about black women being loud and maybe being overweight. I'm gonna think those three things was what they was talking about. So he's trying to say that you and I, all of us are in the same category. Okay, so since you want to say something like that, then all black men are deadbeat dads. All black men are broke. All black men hate themselves. Okay? All black men want to be white men. All black men are at the bottom financially, which is broke. All black men are felons. All black men are borderline homeless. I mean, you want me to continue? Because you use the word y'all as if to insinuate that I represent the women that those racist white men were talking about. Because obviously whatever they were saying to you about black women was something negative. You said y'all. I never say y'all black men. I say some. Or I say the thugs, bombs, and car thieves. That's a category of some black men. Or the bitter but not. That's a category. I never say all y'all. I never say y'all or all. Alright? But you said y'all. All right, so all of y'all are deadbeat dads. All of y'all are broke. All of y'all wish y'all were white men. All of y'all have low self-esteem. All right, all of y'all are broke. All right, all of y'all beg for change at a red light. All of y'all beg for change at a gas station. All right, all of y'all are car thieves. All of y'all are felons. Okay, since you want to go there and say, oh, y'all. No, don't ever use that word y'all and me. But since y'all want to go there, okay, all of y'all, all those things I just named. Okay, let's continue. So he outed himself as a self-hater and a traitor and a coon and a degenerate, because he was so hell-bent on trying to prove to me that, like I said, that white men don't want us. And that showed me ultimately that he values what a white man... he values a white man over himself, because to him the ultimate insult to any woman of any race is to say that a white man doesn't want her. All right, see how I got into his head? See how I broke down how that man thinks? He's messing with the wrong one when he decided to mess with me, because I'm far from stupid. Okay, let's continue. So what this told me is that he thought it was optional, not mandatory, for black men to defend black women. So basically they feel it's optional. It's not required to defend a black woman. So let's get into it. Why I was so disturbed by what he said. Oh, and before I get into that, when I said about black men valuing the white woman because they want to be a white man, and a subscriber, I think she's a subscriber. I think she's a subscriber, excuse me. She brought up an incident with a black guy. I think you all seen it, where a white woman rejected him at a gas station. He attacked her. He jumped on her car. When she got in the car, he jumped on the car, I think. And then when he got off the car, when she got out the car, he tried to grab her. And I remember looking at the video, because she was on the news talking about it. And she said she had to move from that area because she was in fear of her life. So when this white woman rejected this black man, his whole self-esteem just went to the bottom. He felt like nothing because she validates him, because she's the prized possession of the white man. He wants to be a white man. Okay, so you see how you all typing in black man attacks white woman because she rejects him at a gas station. I think that's where it was, at the gas station. Like, this man lost it. That shows you how much they value the white woman. because of who wants her to white men. They want to be white men secretly. And also, this Bitter Bernard said that most men of any race, no, he said men of non-black men of quality do not want black women. That's why he said black women can't go digging. He also said that most black men of quality do not want black women. And so when he said that, he also said that his girlfriend was black. So then I'm going to counter and say, okay, if you said that most black men of quality don't date black women, don't want them, most is over 50%, we might say that's almost 80%, then Bitter Bernard, you said that your girlfriend is a black woman, right? So are you saying that you're not a man of quality? So if you're not a man of quality, then why should I care about anything you have to say? You're trash. You're a loser. You just said, I'm using your own words, you said that most black men of quality do not want black women, and you said that's why black women can't go there, because men of quality of any race, including black men, don't want black women. So I don't care about the non-black men. I want to hone in on the black men of quality. You said black men of quality usually do not want to date black women. And then you said, but you have a black woman. So you're saying that you're not a man of quality. So you're broke and you're losing your trash. That's what you're saying. So then why would I care about your opinion? I don't date men like you, and none of my subscribers want a man like you. You might as well go MGTOW. I mean, nobody wants you. You're not a black man of quality. Because how could you be a black man of quality if you have a black woman, when you just said most black men of quality, which is over half, most is over half, almost 80%, don't date black women. All right, so you're basically saying that you're with this black woman because you don't have nothing, you're broken, you're a loser, and you couldn't get the white woman you wanted. And then you also said that black women secretly desire white men. So you're basically saying that the black woman that you're laying next to is secretly waiting for the perfect Brad to approach her, so that he can put it on her and she can leave you for the man she really wanted. I mean, how do you sleep at night? How do you function? Do you beat her up every day and tell her not to get too skinny because you know that she's going to get the brat she always wanted? I mean, how do you sleep at night knowing a woman that lays down next to you don't really want you? Damn, that must really hurt. Anywho, I had to get into that real quick. Let me continue. So you outed yourself. You were so hell-bent on trying to prove that white men don't want black women that you outed yourself as a self-hater, a traitor, and a degenerate, and a coon. So he feels it's optional to defend black women. It's not required. It's not required. Okay. Let me explain something to you, fool. So everybody, what you need to know is that on more than one occasion, more than one white guy talked trash about black women to this black man, and he acted as if he was doing us a favor, us a favor by defending us, as if we are separate from each other. Let me explain something to you, you Bitter Bernard. Okay, white people don't see black men and women as separate. You idiot, you fool, you degenerate. Okay, I lost all respect for you there, because let me tell you something. Can't no non-black person ever come to me talk trash about a black man, ever. I know the issues that some black men have, but what's not going to happen, they're not going to come up to me and talk trash about black men and I go along with it. Now, black women, I know you might say, well, let them talk about them. Let them talk about them. Don't defend them. They don't want to defend us. I'm going to tell you something, black women. I know you might be tempted, but you're doing yourself a disservice, because I'm gonna confess to something. I made a comment about black men to a non-black woman before. It wasn't nothing really major. It wasn't nothing really hateful or anything. I just said something I shouldn't have, and the look she gave me told me everything I needed to know. She looked at me like I was stupid as hell. She looked at me like she literally did not even respond back to what I said. She couldn't comment because I don't think she dated black men, and she probably didn't understand a person even saying anything about somebody of their own race, and it was nothing like super bad or anything like that. Okay, but I still shouldn't have said it. It wasn't really bad or anything, but I still shouldn't have said it, and it made her feel uncomfortable, and she didn't know how to respond. Okay, because she probably never, she's like, okay, but that's your race of men. Okay, so I made myself look stupid. And so, black women, understand, yeah, you might know that some of these black men are Bitter Bernards and they wouldn't defend you, but understand in that moment when that non-black person is talking to you about black men, or if you decide to say something negative about black men to them, you're gonna look like the idiot, because they don't see you separate from the black man. When I talk about things like this, I've been through it, so I know how this stuff goes. Okay, I know you might not want to defend the black guy when they're talking trash about him, but you have to, because a lot of times those people are racist, and they don't think highly of your race. If they're not completely racist, at the very least, they don't think they're focusing on the negative people of your race. They don't respect you. And when they come to you about a black guy, they want you to throw him on the bus. They want, it makes them feel good bashing a race of person to their race of person. If that makes sense. They sick in the head. All right. And they don't see y'all two separate. And they think negative, they think bad about your race. And you have to understand it. So in that moment, you defending him is like defending yourself. I'm not saying, get to fighting with them if they're talking bad about black men or if he clearly embarrassed himself. I'm saying don't say nothing bad about black men to that person because it's going to make you look bad. Trust me on that, because I did it before and she literally was mute and she just looked at me like I was stupid, and I knew right then I made a mistake because I'm like, she can't relate to anything I'm saying. She's not a black woman. So why would I say that to her, mentioning black men in the manner that I did? And I made an error and I learned from my mistake. Okay. So this individual allowed, like I would let him get away with it one time, but he allowed a group of racist white men to talk trash about black women to him, and he did not, and he thought it was optional to defend us. He thought he was doing us a favor. So what he don't understand, you bitter Bernard, and you idiot, you fool. Okay, when white people, just a non-black person, insults the opposite gender of your race to you, they are really insulting both of you. You fool. They don't let's talk about white people, because that's bitter Bernard's focus on white people. White people do not see black people separate. They don't see the black man and the black woman separate. How can I prove it? That's why they're coming to you talking about black women or black women. That's why they come to you talking about black men, because they figure that's your goddamn race. All right. So let me continue. This idiot did not understand that they knew that he was soft, that he was weak, and that they figured he wasn't going to say anything. So this happened to me. I had a supervisor, and I'm gonna get to that later in the video, but this is how non-black people would test you when they are either racist or they think low of your race, and they plan on coming at you foul about either your gender or the opposite gender of your race. So what they'll do, usually they, like he said, get comfortable with you. Comfortable just means they have to test you out to see if you are a coon, if you're a coward, if you're weak, if you're going to say something. So they test you they might first maybe say certain things around you about your race negatively, or if they don't do that, it's two main situations when they do this. Number one, if they have authority over you, if they're your boss or supervisor, they will test you in this way by talking trash about your race. Or number two, if like he said, they get comfortable around you, and usually these people are like friends, co-workers, and things of that nature, or people maybe that have, well, I was gonna say they're married into the family, but I don't want to go there. I'm just gonna stick with people who usually like co-workers. A lot of times, especially co-workers, are people who you thought was your friend, because that's not a friend. I'm gonna get into that later. That's not a friend, somebody who would do that to you. And so getting comfortable with you just means they have to test your personality, see if you're a coward, if you would let them bash your race to your face, and see, they enjoy asking you messed up questions about your race. They enjoy that, and they enjoy also bashing your race to you, even if it's the opposite gender, because it's still your race, you damn idiot. All right, let's continue. So they did this to this bitter Bernard because they thought he wasn't going to say anything. All right, and I'm going to prove to you that these people were either racist or they think very low of his race. Okay, so first of all, why is it that when they get so-called comfortable with a black person, they want to talk about the negative people in that race? Well, like, who does that? I've been friends with Asians, whites, and I've never ever came to a white person or Asian, asked them anything about the negative people in their race. That never crossed my mind. So when a white person or just a non-black person does it to a black person, that means either, in my opinion, they're racist, or they don't think highly of your race, because they're zoning in on the negative people in your race, and they're asking you about it. Who does that? Why would they do that? Because then, and so let me ask you a question, bitter Bernard. Would you, if you became friends with a bunch of Asian men, would you ask them, would you talk trash about Asian women to them? Like, would that even cross your mind? Bitter Bernard, when you have befriended, because you're a coon, when you have befriended groups of white men because you want to be them and you want to be in their energy, you want to smell you want to breathe in the same air as them. When you're around these white men, bitter Bernard, Have you ever thought to bash your women to them? No, because they wouldn't allow you. Because they would probably go upside your. What was I about to say? They probably will go upside your head. Yeah, I wanted to say they probably will go upside your head. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I be talking too fast. Okay, so they will go upside your head. Or at least probably call you the N-word and go off on you. Okay, so you think highly of non-black people. So you don't even focus in on negative people of their race. But they don't think highly of your race, Bitter Bernard. That's why they do what they do to you. That's why they ask you negative things about people. They ask you negative things about people in your race, or they make negative comments about people in your race. But you don't see that because you see yourself separate from the black woman. So you cool with them talking trash about black women because it's different gender than you. When you're not getting it, idiot, they see us the same because we're the same race, you fool. Now, Bitter Bernard, when you did decide to so-called defend us because in your mind it's optional, it's not mandatory, it's not required, I guarantee you those racist white boys was shocked that you said something because they tested you. They got, as you say, comfortable with you. They wanted to see what you was going to say. You are a coward. You're a piece of trash. Because the fact that you think that you did black women a favor, I'm about to get into you in a bit. No, I'm about to go in. Okay. You thought you was doing us a favor. You know how many times they talk about y'all to us? But I'm going to get into that in a minute. So, Bitter Bernard, they did not expect you to say nothing. So when you did say something, they probably was shocked because, see, those same racist white boys was not going to go up to a group of black men in an all black area, or just if they seen them at the park and just go sit at the table and say, yeah, black men, so why are so many of you all getting locked up? Why so many of y'all are felons? Or why a black man, why do so many black women wear hair weaves? They weren't gonna do that, Bitter Bernard, because they was gonna get knocked out. Okay, so they cornered you and they knew. Now, like I said, this happened to me once. I'll give you one pass because maybe you didn't know what was happening, okay? But for you to allow this to happen over and over again, and you brag and you act like you defended somebody, that's what you were supposed to do, fool, because black women are your goddamn race and they don't see us separate. You want to be a white man so bad and you're never gonna be him. Instead of going after power and beating him, you want to suck his you know what and then date this woman in hopes that he lets you in and give you some money and give you a shot. Let me tell you something, Bitter Bernard. What they did to you was the oldest trick in the book, okay? This is what non-black people do to black people, okay? When they are racist or they just think negatively about your race, they corner you. They get to know you. They get comfortable with you to see if you weak-minded, and then they pounce on you and talk trash about your race, and you fell for it. And then you're going to sit here and brag to me? No, you just outed yourself as a degenerate. All right, let's continue. Now, how you should have handled that situation, Bitter Bernard, what you were supposed to do is, you should have known what was, now like I said, the first time you wouldn't have known, but after this happened to the second, third time, you should have known what they was doing. They was bashing you, really. Bashing your race of women is bashing you, fool. So what you were supposed to do, you should not even engage with them talking about black women. When they ask you, why are black women fat, or why are black women loud, whatever they ask you, or not even ask you, whatever they said negative, because this dude even said, y'all, this is so bad. He said that white men talk trash about black women to him. Not even ask questions about us, like, oh, why do they do this, why do they do that? He said talk trash, meaning just talking straight trash about us. And this weak low life, basically let him do it, and they had the nerve to brag in my comment section about him defending us as if he's separate, as if they weren't, shitting on him by talking about black women to his goddamn face. You are low life and you are weak. You're a piece of trash, and I'm glad you're blocked. Now, what you should have done once you figure out what was going on, once they start talking trash about black women, you should not even mention it. You should have said, no, man, why, man, like, I'm like, yeah, you want to know that about, you like, oh yeah, you think black women X, Y, and Z. Well, my question is, why so many white women have flat butts? Why so many white women live in trailer parks? Why so many white women have sex with dogs? Why so many white women are on meth? Why do so many white women burn so easily in the sun? Like, those should have been the little comments and questions you should have had. You should have looked them dead in the eye, asked them, and said, I want an answer. And then, Bitter Bernard, you would have seen their reaction. See, their reaction would have been offended. Then you could have seen that what they was doing to you was bashing you because Bitter Bernard. And we're going to go with your logic. If you feel like, oh, them talking about a black woman doesn't affect you because you're not a black woman, then Bitter Bernard, once you started talking trash about their women to them, if their reaction was anger, then you would have seen that the whole time they was playing you and making fun of your women. And that meant making fun of you. They don't see themselves separate from their women, but you see yourself separate from the black woman. And that's where you're failing. Because they see black people as degenerate as a whole, to be honest with you. They don't see it separately. Now, what they see, they might say, well, why do black women, this and that, or why do black men do X, Y, and Z, but they still see the community as degenerate. And now, Bitter Bernard, it's interesting that if you would have asked them those questions about their women, they would have gotten upset and went off on you. But yet they could sit there and talk trash about black women and you didn't seem upset. You actually act like you was doing us a favor by so-called defending us. So let's talk about what they said about you, Bitter Bernard. Okay, because since you wanted to go there talking about they talk trash about us and they talk trash about you too, and non-black women talk trash about you too. So let's get into it. So what they say about you, Bitter Bernard? See, I'm gonna take myself out of this because I actually got a lot to say about y'all Bitter Bernards. But from the perspective of a white man, the man whose dick you want to suck, the two main things that they think about you is number one, that you're broke, and they want to know why y'all killing each other. So someone in my family, a black male, called me one day very upset. And he said a white guy, his job, he worked at a job where it was only him and one other black guy worked there. And a white guy got comfortable with him. And one day cornered him and asked him, he said, let's say his name John. He said, John, why are so many black men killing each other? And this family member said, I don't know, you have to go ask them. And the white man just continued to talk. He said, well, I'm just trying to figure out why they're killing each other. See, Bitter Bernard, they don't understand why you hate your reflection. They don't get it. They don't understand why you hate black women. They damn sure don't understand why you hate other black men, because even though Bitter Bernard, they think very little of you, Bitter Bernard, they still have racial pride. So they don't understand that you're gender first, not race first. So they don't understand you, Bitter Bernard. They don't understand why you don't go out to power. They don't understand why your community is trash. They don't understand you. They don't understand why you would kill another black man and just murder them the way y'all do, because you know how you say y'all, us. So I'm finna say all of y'all. They don't understand why y'all be killing each other. They don't get y'all. Don't get y'all at all, Bitter Bernard. They don't understand why you would kill another black man who looks just like you. And they think that y'all are broke. So, a black male, Bitter Bernard. No, I don't call him Bitter Bernard. He wasn't Bitter Bernard. He was a cool guy. He worked with a lot of white people once again, and he pulled up to the job in a really nice car, and two of the white guys seen it. And let me tell you something, Bitter Bernard, they don't expect very much from y'all, especially financially. They don't expect y'all to have none. So one of the white guys said to him, the black guy, he said, where did you steal that car from? And the black guy said, what you mean where I stole it from? He said, I got it from the car dealership, just like you got your car. Why did I have to steal it? And he said the white guy gave him a very evil grin and walked off. Now, Bitter Bernard, that's basically saying that they think that y'all are broke. That's not the first black guy that has told me about certain comments white men have said to him regarding money. And nothing too, Bitter Bernard, I want to throw this in here. They don't like when you have a position over them. They don't like when white women don't either. They don't like when you're their supervisor or boss, and they hate when you make more money than them. Okay, Bitter Bernard? So when you do have money, they want to know where the hell it came from. Okay, he wanted to know, because he probably knew how much this dude made. So he wanted to know why this black guy had the nice car. We didn't understand the black guy's wife. And the black guy's wife was a black woman, was making six figures. She's making more than him. So he was able to keep his money, while she paid most of the bills. So he was able to afford that car. See, that's not what they didn't know. That they didn't know that the black woman had stepped in and helped this black guy get what he had. See, they didn't know that. Because the black guy always got, he always needs help, the Bitter Bernards. But I'm going to say black guy in this video because, this dude said y'all. He did not separate the hood rest from the black women. So I'm not going to separate y'all in this video, even though I know it's not all black men. Back to it, Bitter Bernard. So two things. The white man thinks that you all are broke. And they think that they want to understand. They don't understand why y'all out here killing each other. Okay? So this is out of their mouth, not out of mine. So what do non-black women think about y'all, Bitter Bernard? Since you want to talk about somebody talking trash, and I want to say to everyone, when he said that these white boys was talking trash about us black women, he did not elaborate as to what they were saying. But see, here in this video, I'm going to elaborate because I can bag on what I say. So I had a black female friend. She was working at the hospital. She had a pretty high position at the hospital. She a non-black woman got comfortable with her, cornered her one day and said, let me ask you a question. She said, why, and I'm just going to paraphrase, the non-black woman said, why are black men so whorish? And the black woman got upset and defended black men, which is what she should have done, because the woman was really, I know sometimes you don't want to and you don't have to, black women, but I'm telling you, if you engage in that, what I would do if I was you, I would say, well, they're not whorish to me. Why are your men whorish? So you have to throw it back at them, because trust me, they're putting us in the same category. I know black women, you might say, well, black men are ones that have a bad rap, or black men might say, well, black women have that bad rap. I'm explaining to you, I don't care how you view it. On the outside world, they put black women and black men in the same category. We're thrown in the same batch. You might want to be separate from the opposite gender of the same race, but you're not separate in non-black people's eyes. Okay, black women, okay, black men, I'm just letting you know. So black women, you can indulge if you want to, but they're really talking, when they talk about black men to you, they're talking trash about you. That's why she's asking her that question, because she figured you would know that's your race of men. Why did she not ask an Asian woman, why are black men whorish? No, unless she knew the Asian woman was dating black men, she wouldn't ask her that, because she assumed Asian women don't really date black men like that. She's gonna go to a black woman because she feel that's your race and almost like you're responsible for him. Something like, they just figure we would know because that's our race. They don't look at us separate from black men. All right, but this Bitter Bernard, he thought it was acceptable. He thought it was optional to defend us. It wasn't mandatory to him. It wasn't required. He was doing us a favor. Well, my friend did you a favor, Bitter Bernard, by getting into that non-black woman's behind when she was talking trash about y'all. Anywho, so let me get to some of my experiences. Okay. Now, it was an incident that I had in high school where there was an African black guy. See, I don't defend black men when they make a donkey out of themselves. It was an incident that happened where it was an African guy, me. I went to mostly a Hispanic high school, and everybody else, so it was me, the African guy, and everyone else in the room was Hispanic. So it was a Hispanic guy sitting next to him. The African guy out of nowhere just shouts out and blurts, he had a deep voice, y'all. He said, have you ever woke up in the morning beside a woman you didn't know and wondered, oh, where did she come from? So basically he was insinuating that he picked up some random woman, took her to his house, had intercourse with her, woke up and didn't know who she was. The Hispanic guy turned to him and said, in a very disgusted and condescending tone, he said, no, I wouldn't know about that. Only a black guy would know about that. And turned around. So the African man knew the dude just, insulted him. He yells across the room to me, Cheyenne, he just disrespected black people. And I looked at the Hispanic guy, I looked at the African guy, and I didn't say nothing. Why? Because in that situation, the black guy was there to defend himself. Look, when I say if a non-black person confronts you or says something about a black guy to you black women, you shouldn't indulge in it. That's how I feel about it. If he's not fair, and I know what they're doing, and no, you should not bad mouth black men to non-black people. You can if you want to, but I did that once, and I didn't say nothing super bad, but I seen the reaction, and I knew I made a grave mistake, because they don't see us separate from black men, believe it or not. But if the black man is in the room and he embarrassed himself, then you don't have, no, he's a man. He's supposed to do with another man. So this black guy, even though he was African but black, embarrassed himself by bragging about, once again, his penis and him sleeping with different ones. Because a lot of these Bitter Bernards, it's all about them being a whore. It's all about them not being married. It's all about them running through random women. So he's bragging about his, to him, manhood is sleeping with random chicks. So he thought the Hispanic guys would give him kudos for being a whore. When the Hispanic guy said no, only a black guy know about, being a whore and being a degenerate, he got mad and tried to drag me in and a woman. Now, he was young, but you gonna try to drag me in it. You the one that blurted that crap out of your mouth. You the one that embarrassed yourself. Don't try to drag me in it. In that case, I was not supposed to say anything. He threw himself in the fire. He's supposed to handle a Hispanic dude. So in that case, black women, you don't jump in when a black guy that said something stupid and he and another race of man has confronted him or made a nasty comment to him. He's supposed to defend himself. All right? But black Bitter Bernards do this all the time. They say disrespectful things. They say things, blurt out stuff. They try to make it like they playboys. They brag about not being married. They brag about sleeping with multiple women. And they think other men are supposed to jump on board. Another thing too, what I want to say before I end this is with these Bitter Bernards, I told you their obsession, no, not obsession. They're obsessed with black women. Okay, yeah, and they're obsessed with white men, but they worship white women. Now, the obsession with white men, how I can also prove it, I commented underneath a black woman's video. It was called, "Are Black Men Ever Gonna Be Satisfied?" Something like that. And I basically said that non-black men do seem more family oriented. That's all I said. I did not say, when I said non-black men, I didn't say what race to me. I did not say what race, right? So that could have meant Asian men, Indian men, green men, purple men, white men, any race of men. So all these men get underneath my comment and say white men this and white men that, and y'all worship white men. I never said white men. I said non-black men. They always jump to white men. Notice that whenever you say, just say I like non-black men to a black man, watch them say, oh, so you like white men. They obsessed with white men. They mind always go to the white man. They obsessed with him. They are in awe of his power. All right, so this guy's going back and forth in the comment section. I said, what you mean white man? I never said white man. I said non-black men. Why you jump straight to the white man? Then he kept talking about black people this and you that. But yet that dude who was upset with what I said, this video was geared towards black men, but a woman made the video. I don't comment underneath black men's videos, if you notice. Do you all know this man wasn't married with kids? So my thing is, if you're not married with kids and the black culture does not encourage black men to have kids, to get married, it encourages you all to be a whore, why would you get mad when I said that non-black men do seem more family oriented than black men? What are you upset about? And if you're upset about it, why don't you just go on and get married and have a family then? You could prove me wrong. He did all that talking, but he wasn't the only black dude that got underneath that comment and was trying to argue with me. But none of these dudes was married. All these dudes was whores, and they probably had kids by different women. So you proved my point. So what are you mad at me about for stating the obvious? When they state the obvious, as they say, talking about black women are quote unquote fat, loud, and have weed, that's what they said. To them, that's obvious. To them, that's what they see in black women. When I state the obvious and say they thugs, bums, car thieves, they're whores, they're not family oriented, they broke, I'm the bad person. So you can state the quote unquote obvious, but I can't. And then he didn't disprove me. I said, are you married? Do you have kids? He said no. Okay, so my thing is, if I said that non-black men seem more family oriented, just seem, I didn't say they were, I said they seem, and then you're not married with kids and you're not family oriented, what are you upset about? I just made an observation. You see what they do? They want you to talk good about them while they talk bad about us, and I'm not going to do that. You're messing with the wrong one when you decide to mess with me. All right, so let's end this. What I've came to conclusion is that Britta Bernards look at it as a competition as to who gets talked about the worst, by white people, if I'm saying that right. So they want to raise their hand and say, oh, white people want to sleep with me more than they want to sleep with you, or white people talk better about me than they talk about you. They are obsessed with white men. This never was about white women. They want to be white men. That's why they say that you're nothing if a white man doesn't want you, because they feel like if a white woman doesn't want them, they're nothing. They have low self-esteem, and they want to drag black women down with them. I had a Britta Bernard say to me that black people, we have bad hair. We have everyone else has straight hair, but we have the worstest hair. He said that our black people features are too exaggerated. He said our lips are too big, our nose is too wide, and he said our skin is too dark. That is what he said. Okay, this was a Britta Bernard that said that this was a black male, and this man had a daughter and had a son. Okay, so can you imagine what he's teaching them? So this showed me right there that when they say they don't find black women to be attractive, they're really saying they don't find themselves to be attractive, okay, because we look like them. And because see, black women, you think that black men don't, you think black men think that they are handsome. You think that black men think no. It's because white men have let them be the sex symbols, so they won't fight them for power and resources, so they can feel like their penis validates them. They can keep chasing women, being broke, while he keeps running the world and getting the women that he wants. Because he's the most sought after man. He has the most dating options than black men, and he has the most money over them. You see, but they don't want to talk about that. So the Britta Bernard values the white man's opinion over any other person on this planet because he wished he was him. And because of this black woman, he's going to always value being with the white woman because he wants to be the white man. The white woman is the white man's prized possession. Therefore, the black man, he has to chase her and be with her because his self-esteem is that low. She validates him. He feels like, okay, white man, I have a white woman now. I'm closer to you now. Now you can accept me. He wants to be accepted by the white man because he wants to be him.